it's Peyton from Teen Central here to bring you another challenge. This time it's called the Protect Your Peeps Challenge. I really encourage you all to stop into Teen Central and pick up a kit, but also feel free to recreate this challenge at home using whatever supplies you have on hand. Here's how it works. When you pick up your kit, it will look like this, and you'll open it and take out all of your supplies. So just dump it all out. Whoa, make sure it doesn't roll off the table. Okay, so take out all your supplies. You should have a random assortment of stuff. You should have 4 challenge cards, 2 Peeps, and a set of instructions. So I'm gonna go through the instructions with you now, but like I said, if you pick up the kit, you'll have the instructions and the cards and everything that you'll need. So first things first, you can set your Peeps to the side for right now, and you're just gonna focus on all of this random assortment of things. What you're gonna do is set a timer for 5 minutes and construct a boat. And you might be thinking to yourself, how am I supposed to make a boat? This is random stuff. Just use some imagination and some innovation, build yourself a boat, get a container of water, and see if your boat floats at the end of that 5 minutes. If your boat floats, congratulations, you can move on to the next step. If your boat doesn't float, don't worry about it. Just reset your timer and try again. You can do this as many times as you want. That's the beauty of the challenge. It's very customizable, so take as much time as you need. I set the 5-minute time limit because I thought that it would make it it would give it some urgency, like it was like more of a challenge that way, but like I said, do it however you please. So if your boat floats, you can move on to the next step, which is placing your Peeps onto the boat. So you'll have your container of water, you'll have all of this stuff, build it into a boat, put that boat onto the container of water, it should be floating, then take your Peeps out of this little package and set them onto the boat and see if they float. If your Peeps float, you're doing fantastic and you can move on to the next step. If your Peeps don't float, act really quick so that way you can save your Peeps and try and fix your boat, tweak your boat to where the boat will float. So don't move on to the next step until your Peeps are floating on your boat in the water. So once your Peeps are floating on the boat, that's when the challenge cards come into play. So what you're gonna do is open a challenge card one at a time, and it will give you a scenario. And what you're gonna have to do is use your imagination, pretend like the scenario is actually happening right now, and act as fast as you can to protect your Peeps from the elements. So one of the challenge cards, I'll give you an example. So here's a challenge card, and it says, the temperature is currently 100 degrees and there's not a cloud in the sky. Build something to keep your Peeps from melting. So obviously, marshmallow Peeps, they would melt in the heat. So what you have to do is come up with something to protect your Peeps from that heat. So if it were me, I would probably take one of these little skewers and this little thing and make a little umbrella and stick it in between the Peeps so that way the Peeps are protected from the sun and hopefully they wouldn't melt. So it's just little things like that. Just be as creative as you want and feel free to bring in other objects or supplies that you have at home and make it as intricate as you want or as simple as you want. So you'll go through all of your challenge cards and protect those Peeps. I really think that it could be a lot of fun if you FaceTimed your friends while you were doing it and you all did it together like a big challenge, or asked your family to take part with you and make it like a team challenge. You could do like you and your siblings versus your parents or something like that. Just have as much fun with it as you can. And remember, the Peeps' fate rests in your hands. So good luck and let us know how it goes on our Instagram or Facebook and have fun.